approach. Now, still staying on education, while 7,000 school children in the Pandai district featured in our Schools of Shame series continue to slam it hard on the floor because of a lack of furniture. Ghana's Education Minister Dr. Yaosedi Chum has questioned why the plight and struggles of the rural poor people is being published. This follows the airing of 2 out of the 4-part Schools of Shame series put together by JoyNews. Watch a set of what Jojo Kobina and the team found in Pandai.
We are not sparing any efforts to make education in Ghana of the best quality and fit for the needs of the 21st century. Poverty should not be an excuse for any Ghanaian child not to reach their full potential.
The subjects and the what? The days, okay?
Number 4.
Bashiru Newdeen speaks for about 7,000 in the Pandai district.
What is disturbing our space? We don't have furniture. Sometimes when we are coming to school, we feel bored. We don't even feel to come to school because we don't have furniture. If you dress and come to school, you come and sit on the floor, your things will be dirty. So we are begging the government to give us chairs.
Every morning, these children carry stools and plastic chairs on their heads and head to school. Many of these children have walked several kilometers just to access school. Their school, Balai DA Primary School in the Pandai district of the Northern Region, has no furniture, so their parents bought plastic chairs for them. Today is very important to these pupils. They have to write the end of their third term examinations. This examination is critical for them as it will determine whether they will be promoted to the next class or not. To avoid being late, some ride their bicycles hurriedly to school. Those who are fortunate settle in their chairs, but the majority of them go down on their knees, not as a form of worship, but to write exams. Those with plastic chairs put their exam papers on their lap and write, while others kneel and put their exam papers on their chairs. With time, tiredness sets in, and many who were sitting on the bare floor start to kneel. As time progresses, some change their positions and then lie on their bellies and begin to write. The Hamatan strong winds blow dust into the classrooms and settles on the children on the floor. 3 pupils sit on a bench. They face different directions while they continue writing the examinations. It is therefore impossible for these pupils to do independent work without copying or engaging in examination malpractice. Exams papers become dirty, school uniforms also become dirty. Nurudeen is not happy that they bathe and wear clean uniforms only for them to sit on the dirty bare floor.
When we come and sit on the floor, our things will be dirty. The next day, when you go home, you would like to wash your things, but your parents will not agree for you to wash the things because the soap is now, all things are now critical. You don't have money to buy soap. Every day when you come to school, you go and you want to wash your things. Your parents will not agree.
Some of them, they come to school, they lie down, within some few days, their uniforms are dirty. Some of them, they can't even concentrate well. Imagine you lying on the floor and writing. You can't concentrate, and more to the point, those who are at the back, those who have the plastic chairs, they always come and take the front classroom, or maybe the front seat. And those who are lying at the back, they have to be at the back. And imagine this is a challenge for them.
Nurudeen's concern is corroborated by another student.
My name is Njoti Alice. I am in class 6. I want to be a lady.
I want to be a nurse. When we are writing examination like this, we kneel on floor and write exams. After I finish writing, your paper will get dirty. If you went home and you want to take soap, your parents doesn't allow you to take it. They will say every time you wash your uniform, and we say now soap are now expensive.
So you heard the plea of some of these children, plus District Education Officer of Mandayo crying for help, saying the situation is critical. Now, the Education Minister, Dr. Yao Sedichum, has been responding to JoyNews findings. Watch.
At the Ministry of Education, we believe that the better days of our nation, Ghana, is ahead of us and not behind us. Recently, I saw some TV programming. They were talking about Ghana's School of Shame. And I was ashamed. Because of all the great things happening in the country, we want to focus on the negative and get the world to know that there are negative things in Ghana. Can you look straight in the eye of these children and tell me they are coming from schools of shame? They are coming from schools of fame. They're going to change the story of Ghana. These young men and women have a fierce determination and it's palpable when you get close to them. They want to change the face of this country. What we couldn't do, they are going to do it. All that we need to do is to let them know that yes, there are challenges in the country, but we should shine a spotlight on these great things that we are doing. And if we can take a cue, we should rather do a program that highlights these young men and women and tell the world that Ghana is moving in spite of the challenges.
Now, the Member of Parliament for North Tonga and a former Deputy Minister of Education, Samuel Okujoto-Ablakwa, says it is a shame for the minister to have spoken the way he did. He wants the minister to rather provide solutions to the highlighted problems.
Joy must be commended for this series, which you call Ghana Schools of Shame. And really, it is a most appropriate title. These schools represent our collective shame. All of us in leadership must be embarrassed. And you see, ministers don't tell journalists what they should cover, what they should focus on. When you were doing your positive program where he was speaking, you went to cover. You didn't say you would not go cover that. But when you decide, by way of editorial discretion, that you are going to also highlight the ills, the challenges, the shortcomings, it should not be condemned and it should not be dismissed. So that arrogance of power would not help us. And it means that the minister is therefore not going to take action. What I expected to hear from the minister is that this is what we have outlined. This is our program. We have taken note. We have put together a database of the number of schools we have in this country without furniture. These are the plans. By 2 years, 3 years, we are going to clear the backlog and we are going to address this. Now you are condemning the media for highlighting.
But this challenge that we're highlighting today has been there for a long time now.
Yes.
Even when you were Deputy Minister of Education.
Yes.
Why are we still dealing? Why was it not faced during your time? Why are we still dealing with this?
Yes.
till today?
You see, so that's why we came up with the School Under Trees policy. And I recall that we did a rapid program that cleared about 3,000 of these schools under trees. We also had an intervention that supplied furniture, free furniture for the schools. But what happens is that they will break down, they will not be replaced, they will not be repaired, and then sometimes schools are awarded on contract without furnishing. So schools are completed and they are now waiting for furniture. What we then identified really, which is the crux of the matter, is that we must decentralize education. So I recall that President Mahama set up an interministerial decentralization committee, and we were on the verge, very much on the cusp, of decentralizing health and education. Okay. Unfortunately, that work has not continued. I can tell you that if we do not decentralize education, where we empower the district education director, where he or she can prepare their budget. They know their needs. I have about 200 schools in my district. 50 of them don't have furniture. This is my budget. These are my priorities. You sit in Accra at the center. You say you are going to do free tablets for all secondary school students. When you have this challenge, you can't provide food to your free SHS program, and then your basic education is in crisis. You say you are going to distribute tablets, which is not budgeted for, by the way, as a member of parliament. I haven't seen any allocation in the 2023 budget for that.